Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. So today we're going to talk about FIFA's new rules at their latest conference on the 24th of December for switching of nationalities. Do you know Ghana has not been a stranger to switching of nationalities? Alexandre recently was called up for the first time into the Ghana Black Star squad. He was born in France to Ghanaian parents, and he made his debut for Ghana. He has switched nationality. The new rules I'll be telling you about, how players like the likes of Alexander Djiku, Tariq Lamptey, who we are still chasing, Brian Brobe, these new rules will affect this caliber of players. We're going to look at the new rules FIFA has brought and how it will affect how we can call these players up into the national team to play for Ghana. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they help us in the future. Also, we're going to talk about Ghana Black Stars captain Andre Ayew. He looks back at his childhood and how important his friends from his childhood are when he comes back to visit the country, Ghana here, especially for international duties and all that. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So we all know Andre Ayew, captain of the Ghana Black Stars, and he, in this interview with Swansea City's official website, looked back at his childhood and the importance of his friends when growing up, and how he was fortunate to live in a home where everything he ever wanted was provided for him. He's how fortunate he was as he was growing up with his father Abedi Pele. Now, Ayew grew up in a rich neighborhood in East Legon, in Ghana's capital, but the Swansea forward also saw the hard part of his life of his close friends lived through. The 31-year-old insists he reunites with his old pals to catch up with old times and sometimes offers to help those in need. "I'm lucky and I remind myself of that every day," he said. "Thanks to my dad's career, we had what we needed, but that wasn't the same for everyone, including my dad during his early years. Some of my friends were living in unfinished houses. It's a common thing in Ghana. We'd play football until it was dark, go back to my house sometimes for some food, and do it again the next day. Now, when I go back to Ghana, I meet up with those guys and chat, go for food and things like that, and I'm happy to help them now too. They have experienced different things in life, but it's important that we see each other when I come back to Ghana." So great there from him. It's a season of giving. I thought to share this story with everyone because the captain is doing an amazing thing, coming back and giving back to his friends and family who he grew up with. This season is all about giving, and it's something we can pick up from the Ghana Black Stars captain in what he does for his friends and family when he reunites and meets up with them. Great gesture from Andre Ayew over there. My next story has to do with the switching of nationalities. We all know over the years Ghana has been chasing players who were not born in the country per se, but have Ghanaian parents but were born outside the country. Now, FIFA in their last conference have brought up new guidelines to help in nationality switches. Some have been relaxed on this situation. Now, FIFA has adjusted the rules governing football players switching nationalities after approving amendments to the regulation governing the application of statutes at the organization's 70th Congress. Now, earlier this year, FIFA brought up some proposals, and I brought it here onto the channel, to amend some of its existing statutes in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic, and switching nationalities was among the key topics raised. Now, prior to the adjusted rules, a player could switch only nationalities if he had only played in friendlies and not a single minute of any competitive fixture, which included qualifiers and international tournaments. Those rules have been relaxed, allowing a player to change nationality as long as they have only featured in 3 international fixtures, including qualifiers, but not tournaments like the World Cup. Must have been less than 21 years of age at the time of playing, and only switch after the 3 years of no international activities. The new rules outlined at the 70th Congress are now applicable if the player was fielded 1 in a match official competition at a international level in any kind of football for their current association. at the time of being fielded for their first match in a official competition at any level, in any kind of competition of their association. They held the nationality of the association which he wishes to represent. If at the time of being fielded for their last match in an official competition in any kind of football for their current association, they had not turned 21 years old, was fielded in no for the 2010 World Cup champions since then. So the players can now switch nationalities more flexible. It doesn't matter if you play in a World Cup for a national team. If there's a 3-year gap between playing in that World Cup and wanting to switch their nationalities, you can go ahead and do that. Also, the age is what is important. At first, playing in a qualifier or World Cup qualifier or World Cup once disqualifies you at all from ever playing for any national team. So I think the likes of Karim Benzema, I don't think that 21 years, Karim Benzema was not 21 years the last time he played for France. So I don't think still he can switch with these new rules. But it's quite great to see FIFA being a bit more flexible. Maybe over time they will be much more flexible than here right now. So it's a step in the right direction. Players Ghana has been chasing can be we can proceed with pursuing those players without any worries about what the nationality switch would be like. So it will be great to see how these things are applied and how the situations for every player will be like moving forward from now onwards. With these new rules, I'm sure that it will be great. It will be great for players who want to switch nationalities after not being able to play for a particular national team, having played for them previously before and not being selected or called up when another national team wants you to play for them. So that has been it for today. Looking at Ayew's amazing gesture in these times of giving, the season of giving here, and great to see him doing these amazing things for his friends who he grew up with in his neighborhood, and FIFA's new rules concerning nationality switches. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on these ones. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.